Hello, this is a short review on the Sony Ericsson W705 walking phone. I've had this phone for 3 weeks. I recently did a review on the Sony Ericsson G705. At first I thought it was a good phone for the first week, but after the third week it had major hardware and software problems, and other people who've had the phone said they've experienced similar things, so I went ahead and returned that and got this, and I've had this for about 4 weeks now, and I actually have no problems with it so far. It's running perfectly. The Google Maps is the only problem that there were a few times it didn't work as I expected it to, but other than that it's been perfect. No buttons, the buttons haven't broken at all or scratched, they're still like brand new. And on the G705, the center button right here like completely broke just by normally tapping on it. Maybe it was because of my nail, but I don't know. Even regular use would damage it. And this phone feels a lot sturdier, and it's made of metal, so I wouldn't mind like dropping it too much, but I'm not going to do that. And the back is made of this rubbery material, which is really nice. It feels really nice, and the metal is really nice too. The G705 and this phone are very similar though, so if you do get it, you're not going to see much major changes. This, for some reason, feels lighter and thinner though, and obviously sturdier because of the metal. The only thing that the G705 has that this doesn't is GPS, but personally I wouldn't use GPS on a phone and never use it when I had the G705. The only thing I ever used on that had to do with GPS was the geotagging and maybe Google Maps, which this phone does have, so you're not missing out on that. But I have a Garmin, so I wouldn't use GPS on a phone anyway. That's kind of silly to me. But it does have Google Maps though. The internet, which is the main thing I wanted to point out, because that's the main reason I usually get Sony Ericsson phones, because their full browser is not dubbed down. The browser is exactly the same, so if you're getting it for internet use, you're going to be getting the same experience. So let me go back to it real quick. It does have the whole accelerometer, so it seems a bit faster than the G705 too. Organizer, all the same applications, notes, tier list, everything exactly the same. Does have a radio, settings, Walkman, media, still exactly the same. Although, one thing I noticed, which is actually kind of fun, is that I'm probably not going to actually play it, but it has games on this that use the accelerometer in this phone, which is something that the G705 didn't. I'm not going to actually play it though, I'm just but I wanted to keep this video short, so if you have any questions about it, I've had this for about a month now. Today's a little bit over a month, but I've been using this phone. It's really great. One thing I also want to notice about the software problems that I had on the G705, maybe when you get it, if any of you decide to get that over this, which I wouldn't recommend, but if you do, one thing I noticed is that when you take pictures and you set the phone to silent and you take pictures on the G705, you still hear the snap, which I personally don't like if I'm putting the phone fully to silent. But on this, when you take a picture and you put it on silent, you won't hear that noise, which is something I noticed that had software problems on the G705 with this one. I guess a lot of people had problems, so Sony Ericsson decided to fix that. And it's really good. This phone's software is much better. Everything's fast, no glitches, or YouTube works perfectly. If you can afford it, a few extra bucks, I'd definitely recommend getting this one over the G705. You won't be disappointed. And its design is actually really nice. I like the silver and gold on the keys. And I don't think this is on the G705, but when you're playing music, the center key lights up. And when you stop it and exit out of that, it goes away. So but that's just a Walkman feature. So, but anyway, that was it. A short review on the Sony Ericsson W705. If you have any questions, just ask, and you can also go to woro.com for other information. And I think I wrote a small review on this phone, and maybe even purchase products from the website too. Although it is starting up, so you can ask any questions. But that's it.